nest, the home of the Pensacola Christian College Eagles. Hi, I'm Alvin Chapman alongside me, Brittany Paddock. Brittany, super excited to be alongside you today, and also Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too, Alvin.
Super excited to do this game today, a nationally recognized game here in the nest between Pensacola Christian College Eagles and also Grace Christian from Grand Rapids, Michigan. The Tigers, actually, I was about to say the Eagles. The Tigers are coming off a win against Great Lakes from a win from Great Lakes College by a deficit of 13. And they also bring with them Ashley Huck. She averages 14 points per contest, 12 rebounds, and also 3.5 blocks. Talk about her performance in that last game and how the Eagles were going to possibly slow her down.
I mean, she's an absolutely fantastic player. It really comes down to defense and how our Eagles do defensively. They need to show up, play aggressive, don't let her get second opportunities, and see if they contain her from taking those first shot attempts as well.
In related news, the Eagles are coming off 3 non-conference wins in a row. They recently beat Welch College on the road. Leah Phelps, she tied her career high with 22. Talk about her performance in that matchup.
I mean, Leah has been playing absolutely fantastic, not just in the last game, but in the games before Christmas as well. I'm interested to see if she can continue playing at that high caliber level.
The senior duo, Lauren Alvarez and Sandy Mackley, have been on a tear for their senior campaign. The duo contributes a combined 30 points and also combined 20 rebounds to this ball club. But in recent games, especially against Welch, they were a little bit off. 3 of 16 in total shooting percentage from beyond the arc for them. What are they going to have to do today for them to get a little spark from distance?
I mean, Lauren just needs to continue to be aggressive like she always does. If she keeps on being aggressive, the buckets will fall. Sandy, it always comes down to her first couple shots, how she's going to do. If she can hit those first couple, she's going to be really good through the rest of the game.
Coach Sillers in his 11th year coaching here at the college. He so far has an 8-2 record thus far, actually a 9-2 record since they did get that win against Welch. At this rate, he might even surpass his I want to say career best win percentage that he passed last year. What is he going to have to do to continue on that peak? And also, what has he been doing to be successful this season?
I mean, the one thing that Coach Sellers is able to do is his ability to break down an opposing team and see what his team needs to do in order to beat them. Just continuing to do that, be aggressive in his coaching style. He's a fantastic coach, a fantastic recruiter. He really does create a family environment, and that helps him in his win percentage along the way.
Plenty of action awaits here in this matchup here in the nest. Hi, I'm Alvin Chapman alongside with Brittany Paddock. We'll be back shortly before the tip, but until then, let's have a moment for the first time in the 2022 year to meet our Lady Eagles. We'll be back shortly.
It's a passion that unites us, the heartbeat of everything we do. Since 1974, we've been building, reaching, expanding our limits. And yet today, one thing hasn't changed. Pensacola Christian College empowers leaders to influence the world for Christ.
More than 2 million tourists come to beautiful Northwest Florida every year for sun, sand, and surf. But Pensacola Christian College is another appeal on the Gulf Coast that causes 4,500 students to enroll for a different reason: to influence their world for Christ. Students choose from 9 different departments with 59 programs of study and 32 minor tracks. Qualified faculty are available to assist students at every step as they pursue excellence. These students graduate to become employees at leading companies in their industries, such as Apple, NASA, Procter & Gamble, and the Mayo Clinic, each one using their education to succeed in the workforce. Students stretch themselves outside of the classroom as well. On the court, the PCC Eagles fight to protect the nest in NCCAA basketball, volleyball, and soccer. Students participate in over 1,200 intramural athletic events a year, from basketball to tennis to rock climbing, broom hockey, and ultimate frisbee. And students raise the bar artistically as well, with more than 100 campus performances a year, from large and small dramas to band, orchestra, and 3 different campus choirs and singing groups. But most importantly, students get a chance to serve Christ in more than 80 ministry opportunities on and off campus. And ministerial students serve in over 25 local churches. One quality, Christ-centered education for one record-breaking, affordable price. 64% of students are employed on campus, earning up to $6,400 a year. And 7 initial scholarships can further reduce total cost by $4,000. And continuing students have access to additional scholarships. Qualifying for the 4th-year tuition-free program can cut costs by $8,052. 78% graduate completely debt-free, and 94% are employed or in grad school within a year of completing their undergraduate studies. A multitude of experiences equals one amazing college. Pensacola Christian College, empowering Christian leaders to influence the world.
Hello and welcome back, fans from all over. I am Alan Chapman, alongside with Brittany Paddock. And Brittany, I'm super excited to see this here rematch of the 3rd place game last year in the national championship here live in Pensacola.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited too. It's definitely going to be a fantastic matchup between 2 of the top teams in the country on the NCCAA D2 level.
Yeah, the Eagles ranked at number 2 in the nation, according to the coaches poll, right behind, I believe, the number 2 team in Division III North Central. And Grace Christian University sits at number 5. Let's go ahead and say the starting lineups for both teams. For the Eagles, we're going with our normal starting lineups. To fill the guard spots, Wolford Phelps and Cindy McElhaney. Phelps been on a tear recently, averaging 12 points per contest. And to fill the front courts, Sandy McElhaney and Lauren Alvarez, the senior duo that you so dearly love. Who do you believe is going to be an impact in this matchup out of this starting lineup?
I mean, honestly, any of these girls any of these girls could just go off at any point, but I think one of the players you're going to need to look at is Leah. She's been performing well, and you can definitely see how it's impacting our team. And then Sandy or Lauren, either one of them. One of them has to have a good night tonight for us to pull off a win.
Especially on the defensive side. Sandy, honestly, probably one of her best defensive years, averaging 3 steals and about a block a half a game. She had 5 blocks against Welch. Let's go ahead and talk about Grace Christian University. Their starting lineup to fill the guard spots. Frost and Emily Livey to fill the wings. Megan George, who was National Player of the Week, I believe last week, the week of January the 3rd, and Ashlyn Wilkes, and demanding the middle, Ashley Hook, averaging 14 points, 12 rebounds, and 3.5 blocks. Who's going to be an impact player for the Tigers?
I mean, for the Tigers, Megan George is definitely going to be one of them. She's been putting up a lot of minutes, and I'm interested to see if she can sustain that with our high-level speed. And then Ashley Hook, she has to get in there and be able to rebound and let her height be an advantage over our team.
It's going to be a really great matchup between these two teams, a very fast-paced matchup, and one of the faster matchups we're going to be seeing here live in the nets. We have about 8 seconds till tip-off, and until then, let's kick it over to Caleb Osborne for the pregame ceremonies.
Welcome to the Nest, the home of the Pensacola Christian College Eagles. Tonight's game is between the PCC Lady Eagles and Grace Christian University. The National Christian College Athletic Association is committed to the true spirit of competition and upholding the 4 core values of the game plan for life: love, integrity, faith, and excellence. We ask that each participant, official, and spectator join us in exhibiting these Christ-like characteristics and help create a positive environment in which to enjoy today's competition. At this time, please stand for prayer. Dear God, I thank you for the opportunity that these players have to meet here tonight to compete, Lord. I ask that you give them the strength and the endurance they need to do so, Lord. And may everything done here tonight, both on and off the court, bring honor and glory to you. In your name I pray, amen. Please remain standing for the national anthem. Tonight's sport medicine coverage is provided by the Andrews Institute and Baptist Healthcare, the official sports medicine provider for Pensacola Christian College. Starting tonight for Grace Christian University, number 3, Tasia Cross. Number 13, Megan George. Number 24, Ashlyn Wilkes. Number 33, Emily Libby. And number 45, Ashley Hoke. Grace Christian is led by Coach Ashley Vane. And now, your Pensacola Christian College Lady Eagles. Starting today for the Lady Eagles, a senior from Athens, Tennessee, number 2, Sandy McElhaney. A senior from Jacksonville, Florida, number 5, Lauren Alvarez. A junior from Athens, Tennessee, number 13, Cindy McElhaney. A sophomore from Mansfield, Ohio, number 14, Jenna Wolford. And a junior from Louisville, Texas, number 23, Leah Phelps. The Lady Eagles are led by Coach Jared Sellers with assistant coach Heather Sellers. Officiating for today's game are Jeff Cunningham, Steve Behringer, and Bernard Seymour.
much, Caleb, for those pregame ceremonies. Let's go ahead and take it over to center court as the Eagles are talking to themselves. As we mentioned before, the Lady Eagles are coached for the 11th season in a row by head coach Jared Sellers alongside with his wife, Heather Sellers. How do you expect this matchup is going to play in their favor?
Coach Sellers and his wife have been doing a fantastic job with the program. Actually, Coach is currently one win away from hitting his 200th career win as a college coach.
The Tigers did win the tip, but McElhaney took things over. Here's Cindy McElhaney on the top of the key. Sets up the offense. Gets it to her sister, who lets it fly from deep. No good. Alvarez down low for a quick rebound. And she's really inserting herself as far as rebounds going in this game early.
So that was a great job by Lauren to get the right position and get in there and be aggressive and try to get that putback. Ended up getting fouled. Obviously, you'd like to make this shot, but you'll take 2 free throws.
Here's Alvarez at the line. Knocks in the first free throw, and what a career she's had so far. 2-time, actually no, I believe 3-time All-American here at the college. Last year All-Tournament team from the national tournament for the NCCAA. Averages 16 points and 15 rebounds a contest, and she knocks down both free throws. The Eagles going back to that trademark 2-2-1 press that they love to run here. George, she gets stopped in the middle of the court, and Leah Phelps forces the traveling violation.
I mean, that's exactly what you want to happen when it comes to a press break. If they don't throw a pass and our team gets a chance to intercept it, you want them to have a travel, force that other type of turnover.
Here's McElhaney, dribble handoff over to Phelps. McElhaney with a taller defender on her. Let's see if she can exploit her matchup. Her sister drives to the left side and comes up with a traveling violation. Eagles in the lead here early, 2-0. Going back to that 2-2-1 press that they love to do so often. And Alvarez nearly comes up with a steal here. If you look at some of the comparison stats here, the Eagles do lead compared to Grace Christian in steals. They average about 13 a contest as George tries to up and under around. That's no good. Actually, that's not George. That's Emily Leiby, the junior standing at 5'6" from Chase, Michigan. That attempt was no good. The Eagles will take it southbound, the other direction, to set up their half-court offense. McElhaney kicks it to Wolford. Sandy will let one fly from the top of the key. That's no good. Off to the other direction. Tasia Cross with a great step-through move. And the Tigers get on the board first. Not first, but their first time in this contest. Now we're looking at a tied-up ball game with the number 5 team in the nation. Here's Cindy McElhaney. She tries a 3, no good. Alvarez with a strong rebound. Taps it in the air, and it's good. Strong drive there by Wolford, but she's met by Hook. She leads, I don't think she leads the nation in blocks, but she has 3.5 blocks a contest.
That's a very impressive number right there. We haven't seen that on our team since players like Marlon Moore and Emma Hardy.
Ball inbounded to Alvarez, met by Cross. McElhaney drives inside, kicks to her sister in the corner. That one rims out. Rebounded by the Tigers. Cross, she'll take it the other direction. It's to Leiby. Dribble handoff to George. Eagles set up in a man defensive scheme. Wilkes finds George, back to the Wilkes. Dribble move inside, she'll try the floater, that's no good. Just off on the floater attempt, Alvarez will take it the other direction. Skip pass to Phelps, nearly goes out of bounds. Leiby gets in her driving lane and bats that ball out of bounds. Alvarez will take the inbound from the sideline. 2 minutes and 30 seconds into this ball game. And we're looking at a 2-2 ball game as well. Never mind that, Jenna Wolford from the distance.
I mean, that's the great thing about our team is that we have 5 girls on the court right now who can not only finish close to the basket, but can also drain the outside shot.
And not just drain the outside shot, they can also dribble the ball at notice moments. Moments notice, my apologies. Wolford, she'll try another shot from the corner. That one's no good. But you mentioned earlier, Brittany, that we have 5 players on the floor that can do practically anything. You're right, they can shoot it from distance, they can drive the ball inside, they can also bring the ball up and play the point guard position as well.
The versatility that adds on the court is just unmatched.
Leiby, she responds back with a triple of her own. She leads her team with 5 points, also the leading scorer for this ball club with 16. Last time the Eagles saw Grace Christian, it was in the 3rd place game at the national tournament last year. The Eagles walked away with that one to a score of 71-64. That layup was no good for Leah Phelps. The Tigers take it the other direction. Here's Leiby, drives hard inside, kicks it to Wilkes. Great pump fake inside, short corner jumper, no good. Alvarez will go coast to coast. Shot towards the goal, uses the backboard for safety.
That was a great finish by Lauren. There's a little bit of physical contact right there, and being able to finish through the physical contact is extremely important. You aren't always going to get that foul call.
Hook inside. She's met there by, not Alvarez, but McElhaney. Got a hand on the ball, but her right arm pushed her towards the baseline. Hook will go to the free throw line. Menser and Porter will come into the game here for McElhaney. Both McElhaney sisters actually, as Sandy McElhaney picks up her first foul in this contest. At the free throw line right now, Ashley Hook. She's a 2-time National Player of the Week here for the Tigers. Drains the first free throw. And her stats, honestly quite impressive. 14 points per contest, 12 rebounds, and 3.5 blocks per game. She has a career high of 7 blocks this season as well. Also career high this year of 19 boards. She has a couple thus far in the first quarter as she gets 2 points early. Phelps, she goes back outside, picks up her dribble, tries to force it inside, I believe, to Porter. Forces the jump ball, and the Tigers will take over. Eagles going back to that trademark 2-2-1 press as Leiby has the ball for the inbound. George nearly throws it away, but Phelps reaps the earnings. Alvarez in stride for the triple. You better count on that one. Alvarez, she lets that one fly from Jacksonville, and she has 7 points thus far in this contest. Actually, all of the Eagles' points in this matchup in the first quarter. Short jumper inside of the paint here for Leiby, and that one's good. Leiby and Alvarez, the leading scorers in this game. Mentor tries to go inside to Porter. Great idea, but that gets batted back by Hook. Coming to the game here, number 32, Jada Reese, the center standing at 6 foot. Alvarez will be on the baseline for the inbound as the Eagles have a 1-point lead after the Alvarez 3 that she let fly from the left corner. Left wing, my apologies, Porter tries a shot, no good. Second chance opportunity, that one's good as well.
I love how she didn't give up on that opportunity, immediately got her own rebound, and just went straight back up.
Porter off the bench, she gets her first points of the game. Coach Jared Sellers looking to make a number of substitutions to the table. Here's Reese, she drives inside, jump stop to the basket, no good. And a strong rebound by Jenna Wolford.
We always talk about Lauren being such an aggressive rebounder, but I don't think we can not talk about Jenna. She's just as aggressive and always manages to grab some boards.
The Eagles, a great rebounding team in general. They average 51 rebounds a game. Most of them come from Alvarez as she secures another one. Here's Phelps for a short jumper on the left sideline, no good. But as we talk about the rebounding for this team, Sandy McElhaney, she averages 9 rebounds, a career high for her. And I believe Wolford, she averages around 6 to 5. Inside the hook, she's all by herself. And she lays that one off the glass. She was wide open.
Yeah, it looks like Coach Sellers is talking through some defensive stuff with their players right there. It looks like there might have been a little bit of a miscommunication to leave her that wide open.
Porter to Phelps. Finds Alvarez in the corner, guarded by Leiby. Inside to Menser, kicks it to Phelps for another jumper. That was no good, but Alvarez flies in again for another rebound, and she's fouled along the baseline. Actually, no, she steps out of bounds. Sometimes it pays to be aggressive as Alvarez comes out the ball game. Checking into the game here for the Eagles, both McElhaney sisters and Monse Torres. She had a big game against Campbellsville University of Harrisburg. She had 5 points and 5 rebounds, Brittany.
That's a very solid stat line for Monse. Those 5 rebounds are crucial, and especially in a game that was as close as what Campbellsville was at one point.
The Tigers made a number of substitutions here. Tasia Cross with the ball, guarded by McElhaney. The Eagles going back to a zone here, I believe a 2-3 look, forcing the Tigers to shoot the outside ball. They do in this opportunity, then they knock it down. That's Zion Tatum, the junior from Grand Rapids, Michigan. That triple gives the Tigers a lead. Beautiful play there. The 1-2 punch for the players off the bench. Monse Torres gets on the board here.
That was a beautiful slide down to the basket by Monse, and Kristen being able to find it was great.
McElhaney will take it the other direction. Gets past her defender. Can't get the lucky roll off the rim. That ball just danced around for a hot second. Here's McElhaney. He finds Porter. McElhaney with 10 on the shot clock. She drives to her left side. Takes a quick step. Possibly walked away with the travel in that situation, but we're heading towards the other direction. Leiby going northbound. Gets past her defender, and that's 2 for her. Back and forth contest thus far, Brittany. As so far, the Tigers lead by 2. High shot off the backboard. That one's no good. Here's Leiby taking the other direction. Step through move again. That was no good. Porter with the strong rebound, and the Eagles have numbers here. Here's McElhaney. Bounce pass to Menser. Gets inside. Give her 2.
I really love how Kristen Menser and Amber Porter have started playing coming off the bench. They filled the role that the Lady Eagles have needed them to so far, and I'm interested to see how well they do throughout the rest of this game.
Menser, she had a number of great games coming off the end of the semester. Had, I believe, 2 to 3 games where she had 9 points. And a mistake there by McElhaney gives the Tigers the possession. She walked away with the steal, but accidentally rolled off her, I believe, left foot.
It happens. As a player, those are the most annoying moments ever, but unfortunately they do happen.
Here's Emily Leiby. She inbounds the ball. That's tipped by the McElhaney sisters. Players on the floor for that one. McElhaney wins it, comes up with it, and that's a jump ball, I believe, going to the Eagles' possession. In an intense matchup that we're seeing, and honestly, possibly one of the best matchups my eyes have seen here in the nest for the Lady Eagles.
Oh, definitely. I love how aggressive Cindy and Sandy are being together at the top of the defense, the zone. We'll see how many more turnovers they can force.
Under 1 minute left here in the first quarter. Geisler checks into the competition as well. And a short jumper for Alvarez. My goodness, that girl can shoot.
As Grace comes out in more of this 2-3 zone, that's definitely the look that you're going to want to see from our Lady Eagles. Just a quick swing to the top, dribble in, and a jump shot.
They try to go inside to Nikki Queist. And that's a foul on the floor here. Sets up a baseline opportunity here for the Tigers. Emily Leiby, leading scorer here for the Tigers, tied up with Lauren Alvarez with 9. They go to Queist. Queist inside, I believe Torres got a hand on that ball, deflecting it away. Alvarez goes the other direction. McElhaney from way downtown for a triple, just misses, but Alvarez tries to come up with the rebound. McElhaney tries to answer back. And number 32, Jada Reese, the forward from Macomb, Michigan, will pick up the foul. That was a blocking foul on the floor. I believe that was a shooting foul as well. No, it's not. The baseline official has the ball on the baseline as well. Torres drives inside, floater to the basket, no good. Rebounds our own miss, finds Alvarez. McElhaney drives inside after the injury, and Torres blows the layup. 2-for-1 opportunity here for the Grace Tigers. And Reese goes up strong, picks up the foul. And that one's going to be tagged on Cindy McElhaney. First attempt for Reese is good. Jada Reese, the junior, averages 5 rebounds per contest, splits the free throws. Half-court heat for Sydney McElhaney, no good. And the Eagles walk away from this first quarter up by 1. Brittany, a competitive one, to say the least.
Definitely. This is a very close matchup, and I think it's going to continue to stay this close through the rest of the game.
Both teams will talk it over. We will as well. We'll be back. Please enjoy some highlights provided by our video department until we come back for the second quarter of play. Welcome back, Eagle fans from all over. Hi, I'm Alvin Chapman on time with Brittany Paddock. My apologies, fans at home. I said that Emily Libby has 9 points. She actually has 5. And Lauren Alvarez is the team leader in points right now. Actually, the game leader in points. She has 9 so far as the Eagles have a 1-point lead. Brittany, what a contest we've been able to see this afternoon.
Oh, definitely. I mean, Lauren had a very dominant performance in that first quarter, and I'm just hoping that she can continue that play.
Another layup blown there by the Eagles. That one behind that shot. Holling Geisler. And Libby tries to drive baseline and kick it corner to cross. Shot opportunity, no good. Inbound opportunity in the deep corner. Wilkes, she goes inside to Hooks. Hooks kicks it outside. Beautiful passing here by the Tigers. And it results to a 4-3 by Tasia Cross.
If there's one thing this Tigers team can do, it's shoot from the outside, and our Lady Eagles really need to get a hand in their face and not even give them the opportunity to shoot.
2 of 3 in that first quarter, make that 3 of 4 in the game, and McElhaney knows how to respond back.
Sandy had a very quiet first quarter, not a whole lot of points, but I think you're going to see her bounce back, and that's the perfect start for the comeback.
And one thing about McElhaney, she had a game where she went 0 for 8, and she acted like nothing happened. She comes right back and hits one from distance, giving the Eagles a 1-point lead. Torres, she comes out the game as well as Geisler.
You see a lot more subbing happening from Coach Sellers right now, and I can't help but wonder if he's trying to give some of his starters a break so they'll be fresh at the end of the game.
Phelps, she's taking the ball southbound and finds Alvarez. Alvarez with the ball. Goes to the left wing, picks up her dribble. Alvarez gets it to the gut of the defense, finds Wolford for another three-point opportunity, and that one's way off. Cross will take it the other direction here, picked up by, I believe, Porter. Eagles sitting back in the zone. Great closeout there by Macklin. I believe she got a piece of that, but Hook reaps the earnings. Hook, she has 6 points thus far in this game, total of 2 rebounds. Here's Macklin, he drives inside, dribble pull-up, hits the front of the iron. Another opportunity here for the Eagles. Wolford, she'll step inside and take a jumper, no good. McElhaney with a third opportunity for the Eagles to possibly get something on the board here. Far side to Alvarez for a three. That one rattles in there. Alvarez leading all scorers with 12 points, and I believe she's also perfect from beyond the arc. And Alvarez comes up with a steal. Finds Wolford. Back to Alvarez. Triple in the air. That misses everything. Phelps saves it, but gets it back to Wilkes. Megan George gets into the open court setting, finds Wilkes. She'll take a short jumper. That's good. Ashlyn Wilkes finds the bottom of the barrel. Gets her first points of the contest. Knotted up thus far. 2 minutes and 40 seconds in. Porter, she hits the deck. And I believe that's a traveling violation by Porter. No contact on that baseline play. Tatum, she checked into the game, I believe, for Wilkes. No, she comes in for Tasia Cross instead. Eagles still sticking to that 2-2-1 press. Cross keeps her dribble. Tatum hops into a layup. Gives the Tigers their first lead of this contest. Zion Tatum coming off the bench providing 5 points. McElhaney wide open for a triple. She answers back.
By McElhaney.
McElhaney having a completely different game compared to that Welch game. She went 0 for 8 in the entire contest. She's so far perfect from beyond the arc. 6 points thus far in this matchup.
Yeah, Sandy definitely has done a good job of coming back from what would have been considered a slow game for Welch. That's one of her greatest abilities, though, is her ability to come back strong the next game after she maybe hasn't played the greatest game before.
That was also a great array of passing in the half-court setting. That ball hardly touching the floor. I said that Sandy McElhaney was perfect from distance. She's actually 2 of 6 from this game, but perfect in the second quarter. We'll be back shortly after Coach Jared Sellers calls a 30-second timeout. Welcome back, Eagle fans from all over. Alvin Chapman alongside with Brittany Paddock. And Brittany, what a contest we've been able to witness so far.
This has been a very close game, but I'm really excited about how aggressive our Lady Eagles have been defensively and then on the offensive boards as well.
Alvarez with the takeaway. McElhaney with the triple. No good. Wilkes, she gets the ball in the open court setting, and Alvarez forces George to have the traveling violation.
I mean, that's the type of turnover that normally we see somebody like Jenna Wolford create, but as we've been talking about this game, the versatility of these players and what they're able to do is just incredible. Coach Sellers has done a great job with them, and you see Lauren Alvarez coming up and forcing one of those same turnovers.
Ball thrown in the open court. Tatum gets a hand on it, and Wilkes comes down with it. Tatum again. Holds her dribble, tries another three. That nearly drops, but Alvarez comes down with another rebound. She had 6 rebounds in the first quarter, and she probably already has a double-double in this game, and we're not even 3 quarters in. McElhaney drives, no good. That ball will be heading northbound. Tigers possession. Here's George with the ball, finds Cross. Wilkes drives inside, head all the way down, gets to the basket. Wilkes with 4 points thus far in this contest. And here's Alvarez. Cindy McElhaney, she comes into the table for the Eagles. McElhaney receives a great pass from Alvarez. Can't get it to fall. Let's see if the Tigers can push this lead to 3. Cross dribble handoff to Wilkes. Skip pass to George. She regains it, and she drains it. Megan George gets her first 3 of the contest. She was the NCCAA Player of the Week January 3rd, averaging 17 points and 6 assists. I was about to say rebounds during that reek. Great drive there by Leah Phelps to get all the way to the cup.
That was a great drive by Leah, and I'm hoping she can create a few more of those opportunities throughout this quarter.
Tatum with the second chance opportunity. That misses, but she gets fouled, and the show head to the charity stripe. A number of substitutions applied to the table here.
And number 13,
Reese
Cindy
checks back into the
McElhaney.
game. Torres comes back into the game here for the Eagles. And number
And
33,
21,
Emily
Monse
Blybe
Torres.
checks back into the contest as well as the Eagles trail by 2. If Tatum can knock down these 2 free throws, this will be the biggest lead the Tigers have had so far in this game. Zion Tatum, the guard, who's a junior from Grand Rapids, Michigan as well. A 50% free throw shooter from Grand Rapids, and also averages about 4 points per contest. She splits the free throws. Reese comes up with it. Reese, second chance opportunity to score. Phelps had a hand on it. The Tigers with 10 seconds to operate here. Reese jumps into a jumper, yet travels before she can get it down to the barrel.
She knew it too. You can tell by her reaction. As soon as that whistle was blown, she knew what the call was.
Tatum having a big game off the bench with 6 points. And Grace Christian University up by 3. Alvarez says no way. She closed the gap.
Alvarez.
The senior duo so far with 4 threes in this second quarter. And Alvarez with 19 points. Tatum goes inside. Torres comes up with it. Finds Phelps. Phelps lob pass into Menser. She finds the bottom of the barrel. The sophomore from Chester. Mentor gave her 4 points thus far in this game, and the Eagles, just like that, in 30 seconds already have the lead. Here's Cross. She finds Zion Tatum. Inside pass to Cross. Walk through Mood. But Hook with the second chance opportunity uses the backboard for safety. Tries to go up strong, Mentor, but she's rejected by Hook. And that's a foul called on the floor. That'll be on Zion Tatum. And it sets up a sideline, baseline opportunity for the Eagles to operate. Another deep corner one as well. Tries to inbound it to Monse Torres. That one gets batted back by the defense. Inbounded to Cindy McElhaney. She drives all the way to the cup. A lot of contact, no call. Torres tries to respond back, and she'll head to the free throw line. Great job trying to finish through the contact, and she'll earn her 2 points at the line.
Coming in for the Eagles, number 2, Sandy McElhaney.
Monse Torres averaging 3.2 points per contest. Had 5 points and 5 rebounds against Welch College. The freshman from Mexico studying pre-medicine. First attempt is up for her, and it's good. She ices both free throws with 2 minutes and 48 seconds left in the first half of action.
In a game this close, free throws are critical. You can't miss them, and so the Lady Eagles have done a really good job of knocking down their free throws this game.
Zion Tatum with the ball, met by Alvarez. She finds George. They go inside to Reese. Great drop step and draws contact, but she can't finish. Beautiful footwork by her, though.
That was some amazing footwork right there. Yeah, it was some amazing footwork, definitely.
It would have been really nice if she would have got the bucket with the contact as well, but to no avail. Dribble handoff to Leah Phelps. Gets it to Torres. She feeds Alvarez inside, a rare miss for her.
That is an unusual miss for Lauren to that close to the basket for her to not make it, but it happens.
George tries to thread the needle. Quist comes up with it and misses. Alvarez tried to make a quick move. That was no good. Here's McElhaney with the three-point try, no good. George will try to take it the other direction. Megan George finds Tatum with another opportunity from distance, no good. McElhaney off to the races. McElhaney steps through her defender, a lot of contact, and she'll head to the charity stripe, the senior from Athens, Tennessee.
Sandy definitely thought about making that pass to Leah, but it wasn't quite open enough, and so instead she just went ahead, tried to make that move herself, and like she wishes that she would have made it, I'm sure, but we'll take the 2 free throws.
When it comes to the scoring categories here in the Eagles, when it either deals with free throws or three-pointers or scoring or field goal percentages, the 1-2 for every single category belongs to Sandy McElhaney or Lauren Alvarez, as she is a 40 to 50% field goal shooter on the season, averages 70% from the charity stripe. Knocks down both free throws, give her 8 points in this second quarter, and also in the total of the whole game. Eagles leading by 4. Tigers pass through the press. Here's Leiby. My apologies. It is Leiby. My apologies. They go inside a hook, trying to run their high-low offensive scheme. And Alvarez read that all the way through like a book. Torres inside, works on hook, and she gets fouled. That's a tall order right there for the freshman going up against one of the nation leaders in block shots. But Monse Torres will head back to the charity stripe and try to convert on 2 free throws.
Yes, that is a very aggressive matchup for Monse to go for against one of the leading blockers in the country. But I love that she was okay with doing it and being aggressive at such a young age.
And I am correct. Ashley Hoke does, Ashley Hook does lead the nation in blocks, 3.5 a contest. But the Eagles get on the floor for another steal. Phelps speeding through traffic, misses the layup. That will stay here with the Eagles. Under a minute to go, up by 5. A bucket here won't give them a nice strong lead, but will give them a little bit of a cushion before the end of the half. Dribble hand off to McElhaney, drives inside, gets that poked away. Wilkes takes it the other direction. She'll go up strong. And that is a foul again on Cindy McElhaney.
And for the Eagles, number 14.
That's her
Jenna
second.
Wolford.
Wilkes, she finds George on the inbound. Wilkes pump fakes, and somehow Phelps gets in her driving lane. Leah Phelps a menace on the defensive side here. Torres finds Wolford in the corner, and Hook with another the rejection. She gets 2 blocks in that possession. The nation leader in deflections. Sets up a 2-for-1 opportunity here for the Grace Christian Tigers. 13 seconds left. Here's Megan George. George, she goes inside, and McElhaney with another steal. McElhaney with 3 seconds left. McElhaney finds Lauren Alvarez. Time winding down, and she can't get it to fall. But what a first half of basketball played by both teams. The deficit only 5, but man, this is a dogfight.
This has definitely been a fantastic matchup. The speed of both teams and the back and forth play has been really fun to watch.
Yeah, Lauren Alvarez doing a great job in this game, leading all scorers with 16 points and a number of rebounds, already having a double-double. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back after a few announcements provided by our promotional staff here at the college. But we'll be back with more action soon.
You only have one life. What are you going to do with it? How are you going to influence your world for Christ? This is a place where you can be empowered to fulfill God's calling and pursue your passion.
Working as a physical therapist, it is a ministry all its own to just build a relationship with the people. I mean, that's my ultimate goal, is I want to help people get better.
I want to go to law school, get into a cybersecurity program. That way I can incorporate both programming and law, protecting companies from cybercrime.
I love being around people, and I love learning about people. I knew that with nursing, it wasn't just about helping people physically, like it was helping them spiritually too. That's what's important in life.
As I began to pray more, God, I have a huge decision to make. Where am I going to go to school? I only have one life. What do you want me to do with it? And he began to show me that what I enjoy doing can be used for his honor and for his glory. God led me to Pensacola Christian College to pursue my passion for finance through a biblical perspective.
I had told my pastor before coming here, I was like, I don't really like school, but I know I need to go for nursing, so I'm gonna go and I'll have to study really hard, and I just didn't really look forward to it. But now, like on my 3rd year, learning is so much fun, and I didn't feel like that freshman year.
I'll look back and I'll be like, man, I remember I used to struggle with that. And then maybe a freshman looks at what I'm doing and they're like, what are you even looking at? I'm like, this is easy stuff.
Incrementally, we're ready to do more, we're ready to face more, and to say, this may not be the easiest thing I've ever done, but it's the most rewarding thing I've ever done.
Last summer, I did an internship in Germany in a genetics lab, and I was able to use the techniques and tools I had learned in the labs here over there, and it made so much more sense because I already knew what I was doing and why I was doing it.
I think teaching is communicating facts, but I think the bottom line for me with teaching is connecting the material so the students not only know it, but appreciate it and also know how to use it.
My teaching isn't about me, it's about where God is taking each individual student down the road.
We have great faculty and they honestly inspire me. Seeing all of these faculty members who have doctorates, you can definitely see what they've learned reflected through what they teach.
They'll constantly tell you, if you need something, come talk to me. I've had teachers other places and they'll say that, but if you go up to them, they don't really want to give you the time or try to respond. And here it's just totally different. You can just have a really good teacher-student relationship.
The faculty are saying it's going to take hard work and dedication to be the best at whatever you're doing for God's glory. That philosophy will always work.
Sometimes they'll ask us, what verse do you think would apply to this? How a verse would relate to a situation.
Biblical worldview is seeing all of my life through what God has shown us in Scripture.
And that's one of the reasons why I chose PCC in the first place, is to have faculty that love God to help me further my spiritual walk with Christ.
If my goal is to be in the will of God, it helps so much to know that my teacher has that same goal.
Everything that I see here is Christ-centered. Their main purpose is, we want you to see more of Jesus Christ. That is what I see in PCC.
Why is PCC here? It's to change lives to make them more like Christ. I hope that I can just have a little part of molding and shaping them like the Lord Jesus Christ.
They want students to come out of PCC and to make an influence and an impact on the world. I think their goal really is to change the world, and they do it one student at a time.
As president of PCC, I want you to know that we're committed to providing an excellent liberal arts education that's built upon the foundation and truths of God's Word. We won't compromise on biblical principles, and our purpose is to equip you for whatever it is God's called you to do. Make the most of this opportunity in life, and choose the college that best prepares you for that calling. PCC has so much to offer. We're located just minutes from the beautiful sugar white sands and emerald waters of Pensacola Beach. We're known for providing the best education value among accredited Christian colleges. And we have great facilities and activities that'll provide memorable experience to your college life. So as you think to the future and think about choosing a college, don't just choose a college because of its location, near home or by the beach. Don't just choose a Christian college because it's affordable like PCC is. And don't just choose a college because your friends go there and it looks like a fun place to attend. Choose a Christian college because God's called you there. Because that place will empower you to influence the world for Christ in whatever God's called you to do.
It's a passion that unites us. The heartbeat of everything we do. Since 1974, we've been building, reaching, expanding our limits. And yet today, one thing hasn't changed. Pensacola Christian College empowers leaders to influence the world for Christ.
Want to get a head start in college? With Pensacola Christian College's online dual enrollment program, you can do just that. Open to juniors and seniors in Christian schools and Abeka Academy homeschoolers, dual enrollment students can take up to 6 online courses per year, all counting towards PCC college credit requirements. With 3 different options throughout the school year and summer and over 20 courses, choose to lighten your college load. And, depending on your major, finish college early. You will be able to fit courses around your schedule, a perfect way to complete many of your general college education courses before you graduate high school and step foot on campus. To learn more about getting a head start on your education today, visit pcci.edu/dual enrollment.
You can scroll through hundreds of photos, but to truly experience college life, you'll have to visit us for College Days. During College Days at Pensacola Christian College, you can get that experience. Attend an engineering class one day and an art class the next. Listen to experts who share your passions and see how everything, from the classes to the people, is centered on the teaching from God's Word. And that's just the beginning. Visit us for College Days and experience what no photo can capture. A college dedicated to influencing the world for Christ.
What makes you smile? Time with people you love. Making a difference at your work or ministry. Fun memories and the little things that make your day. Going to graduate school can mean giving up those things, but it doesn't have to. With an online master's degree from Pensacola Christian College, you can reach your goals and still be there for family, work, and ministry. Of course, earning a graduate degree comes with challenges, like money and time. But with online learning, you can get a degree that's made for your schedule and budget. One that only costs a little over $10,000, with a flexible payment option too. And with online learning, you can learn anytime, anywhere, with classes that fit your schedule. Take the next step by choosing one of several master's degree programs: business administration, educational leadership, ministry, Bible exposition, and others. At Pensacola Christian College, you'll get a biblical perspective and insight from caring professionals and ministry leaders. So when you graduate, you won't have just a diploma. You'll have confidence to go further in your ministry or career, and you'll still have those memories that make you smile. It's graduate school built for real life. Graduate school built for you.
Visual art is all around us. It inspires, it educates, it persuades, motivates. At PCC, our students are taught to be effective communicators. Through traditional methods of art and design, our students are given the tools necessary to be successful in their field. All of our classes are taught by a caring faculty that are talented, they're active in their field. One example would be Mr. Brian Jekyll. He's a master illustrator and he's PCC's artist in residence.
The sole purpose behind what we do are the students that the Lord has put under us. We want to build students that have truly godly character with a strong work ethic, who have a clear vision of what they want to say with their art, allow them to graduate and go out into the workplace ready to step into any field of art.
Many of our students come from a background of little to no art training. Our classes start at the very beginning and teach the skills necessary to be successful. So if there's any amount of talent there, we're able to take it and really grow it into something that is beautiful. We start with technique, we start with technical training. After that, we focus on creativity, and culminates in focusing on conceptualization. This really sets PCC apart.
The Lord has blessed us with students who, by the end of their junior and senior year, are competing at a level that is not just at the level of your major art schools, but are exceeding those.
They are principled, they are moral in their approach, they are technically skilled, and they're able to communicate. And that's a recipe for success.
About now, just a second away from tip-off. I'm Alvin Chapman alongside with Brittany Paddock. And Brittany, what a game we've been seeing so far. This is the largest lead in the game here for the Eagles by 5.
This has been
34 so far, and what's been the key to their success?
I mean, the big thing has been the number of forced turnovers the Lady Eagles have against Grace Christian. 4 steals compared to their 18 turnovers. That is a great number to have, and they'll need to continue it through the second half if they want to stay ahead.
Ashley Hook, as we mentioned before, the nation leader in deflections. She so far has 3. Talk about her presence around the interior.
3 by McElhaney.
McElhaney lets one fly from distance, picking things off where she left off last half. Give her 11 as she just crosses single digits. My apologies for the brief intermission. Wasn't too long, but Wilkes uses the backboard. Can't get it to fall. Here's George with a second chance opportunity here for the Tigers. Hooks inside, kicks it corner to Libby. She lets one fly, no good. Grace Christian, a 22% three-point shooting team compared to the Eagles, who are shooting it roughly around 27 to 30% this season. As now this is the Eagles' biggest lead of the game with 8. Here's Wolford, kicks it corner to McElhaney, leaves her defender in the dust, but leaves it on the front of the rim, missing.
She just didn't quite get the angle that she needed to make that shot.
Tasia Cross guarded by Leah Phelps. Eagles sitting back in a 2-3. Libby lets one fly, no good. Here is McElhaney in transition. Finds her sister dancing on the top of the key. McElhaney with the bigger defender receives a switch off. Here's Wolford. Great pump fake. Can't get that one to fall. Beautiful rebound by Wilkes. By Wilkes, my apology. Gets that one over Lauren Alvarez, who had 9 rebounds through 2 quarters. Head coach Ashley Vang needs to call a 30-second timeout. We'll step aside briefly ourselves. Welcome back, fans from all over. Alvin Chapman alongside with Brittany Paddock with the biggest lead of the game between both teams, a deficit of 8 that the Tigers are going to have to fight back to possibly be competitive in this matchup. And Brittany, what a half of basketball we saw previously.
definitely was a good first half of basketball. I don't think this was quite the way Grace's coach wanted them to start out, though, and that's why she called that 30-second timeout.
Libby, she leaves that one on the front of the rim. Here's McElhaney. Tries one from the corner and knocks it down.
Oh, and then an absolutely fantastic steal by Cindy right there with the dish off to Leah for the bucket.
Just like that, this lead goes to double digits. Here's Hooks. Cuts the lead to 10. Here's Cindy McElhaney with the bigger defender on her. Dribble handoff to Leah Phelps. Lets one fly, no good. McElhaney fights for the rebound. That's a jump ball. And now be heading towards the other direction for the Grace Christian Tigers. They inbound the ball to Cross. Cross picks up her dribble and finds George. Phelps nearly comes away with another steal, but a foul on the floor. That one's going to be tagged on to Jenna Wolford, the sophomore from, I believe, Mansfield. Yes, from Mansfield, Ohio. And Jenna Wolford, through the first couple minutes of the game, but first couple games of the early season, she was averaging about 2 charges per game.
Jenna has, like I've talked about before, Jenna has that fantastic ability to just know exactly when to step in front of somebody to take that charge. I'd love to see her pick up a couple in this game.
Phelps drives hard into the paint. Wolford, McElhaney lets one fly from the corner. That one's no good. George comes down with a strong rebound, and I believe that is also a foul. Maybe on Jenna Wolford. No clue on that one. Let's see what the official signals. Never mind, he's just going to signal that one to be a regular out-of-bounds call. Great defense there by Jenna Wolford, playing the passing lane like a safety in football, but that ball falls through her hands. And Libby, she throws that one into the full court setting. And another turnover for the Grace Christian Tigers. We talked about the turnover battle in the first half, my apologies. I was about to say the first quarter, my apologies. But in the first half, 18-1 in favor of the Eagles. McElhaney lets one fly from Athens, no good. George quickly double team. And McElhaney tries to come up with another steal. Here's Alvarez. And Coach Sellers making the smart decision there to regroup his team, picking up the 30-second timeout. We'll talk about that situation there, Brittany.
That's a very good call by Coach Sellers. He saw the ball was kind of going back and forth between 2 players, but the moment Lauren had possession just on herself, he called that timeout so we could maintain the ball.
That play right there created by the great hustle from Cindy McElhaney. She's been having a phenomenal game, and she does a great job exploiting her matchups. A lot of times when you see her playing games against teams that have the traditional, 3 guards, you're big, and you're, let's say, a couple wing players as well, she gets those bigs and exploits her matchups with ease.
Yes, she does. I mean, one of the things she's done with ease this game is the aggressiveness up top and getting tips on passes. That way her teammates can pick up the steal. It's not necessarily going to reflect in the stats, but I would say at least 50% of the steals from this game have been a result of Cindy getting her hand on a ball.
Sandy McElhaney finds Alvarez in the corner. She's guarded tightly by Wilkes. McElhaney stops on a dime for a pull-up jumper. That's off the pick and roll play by Alvarez. And Libby tries to save it. She does. It steps out of bounds. The Eagles on an 8-2 run to open up this third quarter. And the points distributed evenly. Sandra McElhaney with 3. Cindy McElhaney with 3. And Leah Phelps with 2 off of a Cindy McElhaney steal. Great screen. There, Leah Phelps wide open down low, but Tatum snatches that ball away. Libby throws it into the open court. Alvarez is there. Great pass to McElhaney. Beautiful basketball. That possibly, I believe, was, I want to say, Lauren Alvarez's 5th steal of the game. George drives inside. Great scoop layup to go. She has 5 points thus far in this contest, averaging 12 points per game. We mentioned earlier how she received honors for the National Player of the Week when she averaged 17 points to open up her 2nd semester of play. Cindy McElhaney drives on the bigger defender. Scoop layup to the rim, no good. Rebounds her own miss. She finds Wolford straight away. Center for a 3, no good. That will be Eagles possession. Mentor and Torres, they come to the table here.
In for the Eagles,
for Lauren
number
Alvarez
0,
and Cindy
Kristen Mansur,
McElhaney.
and number 21,
Torres having a
Monse
great
Torres.
game. Most of her points coming from the charity stripe. Tatum tries to throw it away. Wolford comes with the steal. Beautiful floater in the middle of the lane. Can't get it to fall. And Leah Phelps gets tacked on for the foul.
Yeah, I mean, once again, though, that opportunity was created by just fantastic defense, being aggressive, getting a hand up in their face, and stepping in front of that passing lane.
Ball to Reese. Beautiful passing there by the Tigers. They break the press, and George knocks one down from distance. Megan George, 7 points on the game, 5 points in the quarter. Keeping the Tigers in this matchup, cuts the lead to 7. Phelps tries the no-look dime to Menser. That was no good. Wilkes takes it the other way. Here's Tatum. Zion Tatum, she had a great first half of play. Walked away with 3 points. My apologies, 6 points. Reese inside, works on Torres. Give her 4 points thus far in this contest. McElhaney drives baseline. Running layup is good.
It's a great job by Sandy. Just when her team needed some more points on the board, she put the ball down, drove to the basket, and was able to get it.
Great hustle there by Jenna Wolford. Getting to the driving lane of Tatum. Forces the held ball. I believe that'll be going towards Eagles possession as well.
And number 13, Cindy
I
McElhaney.
mean, we talked about Cindy being very aggressive up top, and then Cindy subs out, and Jenna just steps up and fills that role, being super aggressive and not giving the Grace's guards a break.
Alvarez, head down towards the rack. Throws it up strong. A lot of contact. No call. Possession will be heading southbound with Grace. Wilkes stops on a dime, finds Libby. Libby drives hard, stops on a dime for a pull-up jumper. Can't get the lucky bounce. Tatum goes up strong, no good. McElhaney with the rebound. Sandy McElhaney finds Lauren Alvarez. The senior duo fill up the backcourt with Monse Torres, the freshman from Mexico. Alvarez kicks it corner. Receives the ball on the short corner. That was no good. Torres goes up strong, misses everything. Cindy McElhaney picks up the layup, rolls the ball off the foot of Tatum. This creates a sideline opportunity here for the Eagles as they sit comfortably with 7 points.
I mean, Torres might have missed that second opportunity, but I love her aggressiveness in the rebound and just going straight back up with the shot. She has a little bit of height, and she needs to use it to her advantage.
Cindy McElhaney finds her sister in the corner. Drives hard, spins around, and loses it. And Cindy McElhaney picks up her second foul, I believe. Maybe her third. Leah Phelps, she'll come into the game here for Sandy McElhaney. Phelps, the aggressive guard from Louisville, Texas. Wilkes with the ball, crosses over on Phelps. Takes it corner, throws it away.
Leah created just enough pressure right there on Grace's guard to where she made a bad pass, and that's what you've been seeing throughout this game from our Lady Eagles. Just enough pressure on Grace to where they create a bad pass, force a turnover, or get a steal.
Phelps with George on her. Wilkes gets into the passing lane. Megan George, she'll take it the other direction. Skips over to Wilkes. Wilkes drives hard. Jumper in the lane, and it's good. Ashlyn Wilkes gets her first points in the quarter. 6 total on the game. Phelps, a lot of contact. Can't finish the play, but is fouled. One thing that I love about this game is that it's a back and forth matchup between two alpha dogs in not the South region, but the nation. But these teams play each other again tomorrow.
I know, this is going to be a very difficult matchup tomorrow. With this game being so close today,
Number 22,
and then
Amber Porter.
such a short turnaround time, it's going to be a tough game for both Grace and the Lady Eagles.
Grace traveling all the way from Grand Rapids, already playing in this semester already. 2 games previously, one against Welch College, a 3-point loss, and then a win by 13 points against Great Lakes Christian. I was about to say Great Lakes Community College. That's not the name of the school. And Phelps splits the free throws. That's her first point. My apologies. Her second opportunity to score in the quarter. Wilkes with the opportunity to score. No good. And the Tigers lose it.
That might have been a turnover for Wilkes, but I do love how aggressive she's been on the offensive side this quarter, putting up several shots and even a few offensive boards.
Porter drives inside off the glass. No good. Can't even get there because Hooks is there for the rejection. Give her 4 blocks so far in this game.
There's one thing that you cannot teach, and it is height. And when somebody is 6'2" and they have a large wingspan, it is very difficult to get the ball, get a shot over them when you aren't as tall.
Hooks, one of the best players in the nation, top 10 in rebounds, the best shot blocker as well. Libby for a triple, no good. Reese comes up with it, goes up strong to the rack, and it's good. Referee calls time as Tatum is slow to get up. But that is Jada Reese gets her second points of the quarter. She so far has 5. And as the medical professionals come onto the floor, we'll step aside quickly. Thank you so much for sticking aside as Tatum was helped by our medical professional from Baptist Healthcare, Steven. The Eagles take it the other way. Here's McElhaney for a 3-point try. No good. Phelps bullies her way inside, finds, I believe, Porter for a sideline jumper. That one's no good to go. Grace Christian with a slow start in this third quarter brought this game back within 4. Here's George. Can she bring it within 1? No good to go. Here's Alvarez. 1 second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Porter. Goes inside to Alvarez. That's no good. Second chance opportunity isn't granted to her. And here's Wilkes with only the game clock to work with. Dumps it inside to Libby. Uses the glass, no good. Here's McElhaney with 8 seconds. McElhaney finds Alvarez. Alvarez with 5. Alvarez drives inside, blocking foul on the floor. Believe that's going to be on the floor as well.
I'm not sure. We'll see what the official calls on that.
As I said previously, that
And for the
foul will
Eagles,
be on the
number
floor.
14, Jenna Wolford.
The great job by Lauren Alvarez to just go straight to the basket.
Yeah, it was a good attempt by Reese to go ahead and take that charge. She just wasn't quite set, but the opportunity was there for her to take it.
3 seconds left. Hook takes it away. Half-court heave, not in time. And we're back to where we're started. Grace Christian trailing by 4. Trailed by as much as, my apologies, not 10, but 12 in this ball game. This is a close one, Brittany.
This is definitely going to be a close one. We'll see if Coach Sellers subbing in the first half really comes into effect in this last quarter of the game, and we come in with some fresher legs.
Don't go too far. We'll be back with the final regulation of play. Welcome back, Eagle fans from all over. I'm Alvin Chapman alongside with Brittany Paddock. And Brittany, what a contest that we've been able to witness. Let's talk about Lauren Alvarez thus far in this contest. 15 points, 11 rebounds, and 7 steals. I believe she's also the first women's basketball player in our school history to get a triple-double. She's in contention to get one again. But with steals?
I know. Lauren is currently sitting 3 steals away from hitting a triple-double, and if there's anybody on this team that can do it, it's going to be Lauren Alvarez.
Reese gets inside and scores 2. She has 7 in this contest. Wolford splits the defense, tries to kick it to Phelps, but she was in another dimension. The Tigers cut that lead into 2. Full court pass to Reese, all the way to Hook. That ball didn't even touch the floor.
That is definitely not the start that Coach Sellers was wanting to see from his Lady Eagles. Things don't turn around in the next minute. I have a feeling he'll be calling a timeout.
This game is not at all up at 51. Hooks with the great defense. Hooks, my apologies, with great defense. Phelps works inside. That's a rejection. Great block there by Hooks. Gives her 5 blocks in the game. 12 points, 10 rebounds. Hooks just 2 blocks away from tying her career high. Corner try for George. And that's the lead for Grace Christian. That was their first lead in the game since the second quarter. Here's Phelps. Phelps finds Wolford. Wolford to Porter. Porter, she'll try one from long range, no good. Rebounded by Hooks. George, she hit the 3 to give the Tigers the lead. Wilkes in the corner. Tasia Cross finds George, goes inside to Hooks. She works on her defender, foul, and 1! Beautiful drive there by the nation leaders in blocks. She'll get an opportunity
coming in for the Eagles
to convert from the line, give her 14 points.
And number 21,
she's just right at their average. And just like that, Brittany, the Tigers lead.
I mean, we've been saying from the beginning that this was going to be a close game. And Grace just came out and proved to us why it would be a close game. They did not give up, down by 4, and now they're up by 6.
10-point run to 0 to come into this fourth quarter. The fourth quarter, the deciding factors for every game, whether in college, high school, or pros. Torres works inside, no good. Cross, full court pass to Wilkes. Wilkes tries to go back inside to Hooks. She's been on fire in this fourth quarter with 5 points already. And Coach Sellers desperately calls a full timeout as this team is scoreless coming into the fourth quarter. The Tigers on a 10-point run.
No, this is definitely not the start you wanted to see from our Lady Eagles in the fourth quarter. This is where you need to get to the grind and really focus hard on finishing. We'll see what Coach Sellers has to say and how the team responds to it.
It's crunch time here in the Nest. We'll be back shortly. Welcome back, Eagle fans from all over. Alvin Chapman alongside with Brittany Paddock. And Brittany, what a game we've been able to see. The Eagles led majority of this third quarter, but in the fourth quarter, scoreless as the Tigers go on a 10-0 run.
Yeah, the Lady Eagles definitely came out a little slow at the beginning of the fourth quarter, but Coach Sellers called a timeout, gives them a chance to reset, and we'll see how the team responds.
Here's McElhaney with the ball. Dribble handoff to Wolford. She'll stop on a dime for a jumper. No good. Misses everything. Tigers will take it southbound.
I believe Hook might have gotten a piece of that shot from Jenna.
George inside to Hook. She'll take a jumper. Rolls off the top of the rim, and it's in!
You want to talk about leadership, talk about Hook on this Tigers team right now. I mean, coming into the fourth quarter, her team is down, and then she has put up block after block and has made solid moves to give her team points.
Grace Christian on a 12-0 run to enter this fourth quarter. The Eagles have to get on the board. Here's McElhaney from distance. No good. Reese with another rebound. George with the full court pass. Gets it to Leiby. Leiby finds Cross. She turns it over. This might be the turnover the Eagles need in order for them to get back into this game. Lauren Alvarez comes back into this contest, as well as Kristen Menser.
Kristen has been a spark on the bench this year, and I'm hoping that she's coming in at just the right time and can provide just the spark that the Lady Eagles need to get going.
Fortunately, nobody in foul trouble in this game, so all bets are off. People can go full throttle if they need to. Here's Mentor in the corner, and that is a foul on number 3, Tasia Cross. So let's be honest, this Grace Christian team has been getting away with a lot of fouls in this contest on Lauren Alvarez.
Well, it has been a physical game, but ultimately the officials are the ones calling it, and that's what we have to do with.
Phelps tries to drive inside, and that is a hooking foul, offensive on Leah Phelps. The Eagles still scoreless in this fourth quarter. Desperately need to get something on the board. And McElhaney with the steal. She tips that one out of the air. I believe that is her 5th steal of the contest. My apology, no, it's her 3rd. 6 minutes and 12 seconds left to go in this contest. McElhaney drives inside, finds Phelps! And that's a rejection by Reese. Reese with the takeaway, preventing the Eagles from getting inside the basket.
Reese has had a solid game, just being super aggressive defensively and offensively, really helping her Tiger team stay in this game.
Alvarez drives baseline, goes up strong, not even close. And that's a foul on Leah Phelps, heading towards the other direction. That's her 2nd foul thus far in this matchup. The Eagles still scoreless in this fourth quarter. They inbound it to Reese. They find Hook in transition. She holds on to the ball. Center official calls for a personal time with the adjustment of the shot clock. Now we're back in action. 5 minutes and 55 seconds left to go in this game. Brittany, the Eagles still scoreless.
Yeah, they are still scoreless, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, and we've seen our Lady Eagles put up big numbers in small amounts of time, so hopefully they can get a bucket in and then just continue on a nice long scoring streak.
McElhaney with another steal, and Alvarez in transition, in stride for a three, no good. Here's George heading the other direction. That's a steal by Menser. Menser picks up her dribble, finds McElhaney. McElhaney gets by her defender off the glass, and we finally score.
Sometimes all it takes is that first bucket, so hopefully that bucket by Sandy McElhaney is just what the Lady Eagles need to get going.
Full timeout. My apologies, a 30 timeout on the floor for head coach Ashley Vong as the Eagles finally score. That was a 5-minute scoring drought by our offense, Brittany.
That was a 5-minute scoring drought, but the thing that is very interesting to me, the one item that allowed us to score and get going is the defense by our Lady Eagles. The minute we started picking up on the defense, we got some steals going, and then we got more opportunities, and we were able to lay a bucket in.
Yes, you did say steals. We have a total in this game, I believe, of 23 steals on the contest. Sandy McElhaney got 2. Kristen Menser got 1 in this fourth quarter. Lauren Alvarez was 7 on the game, but we're currently seeing, with 5 minutes left in this contest, down 6, who we're going to have to rely on in this basketball contest.
I think just the team play that has to happen in the next 5 minutes. We have a number of people who can score. We just need to focus on the fundamentals, focus on our defense, force some turnovers, and just make the buckets when we have the opportunity.
And a steal there by Alvarez. Give her 8. Pass to Menser. Off the glass. It's good. Cut this deficit to 5 points. They get it to Tasia Cross. Great defense there by Leah Phelps. Alvarez nearly came up with another steal. And Hook traveled. This is the energy we need coming to this game to possibly overcome this deficit, as Alvarez is here for the inbound with 4 minutes and 51 seconds left to go.
The thing that has helped the Lady Eagles this game is their focus on their defense and enforcing turnovers, and we have to continue that over the next 4 minutes and 42 seconds if we want to win this ball game.
Alvarez from distance lets it fly. That's no good. Hook comes down with another strong rebound. George takes it other way. Here's Cross. Cross stops in a dime, guarded by Wolford. 4 minutes and 27 seconds left in this ball game. Hook, she'll take another free throw line extended jumper, and it rattles in there.
That is definitely not a shot that the Lady Eagles want to give her. She can make that shot any day of the week.
3-point try, no good. That's a pushing foul on Lauren Alvarez. Hook playing out of her mind in this fourth quarter. Give her 9 points thus far. Here's Cross, quickly double team, finds George, and she loses the ball. Phelps by herself off the glass, and that's good.
That was fantastic, aggressive defense by Leah. One person picked up the ball, and you saw her immediately run to the other side of the court and attack the other person.
The Tigers trying to drain as much time as possible. Here's Hook. She gets a diving Libby. No good. Menser with the rebound. She dribbles the ball up court. Eagles down by 4. Tries to get it inside to Leah. That was a dangerous pass. Works around her defender. Falls out the rim. Alvarez with another rebound. She'll head to the free throw line. What an intense matchup we're able to see here tonight, Brittany.
Definitely, and I love the aggressiveness of the Lady Eagles on the offensive boards. They really did a good job of getting those rebounds, and we were rewarded with Lauren going to the free throw line.
And one thing that I love about this game is it's not like we're playing against a team that's in the NAIA or the Division II. This is one of the best teams in the NCCAA, and possibly a team we can see later down the future, not just tomorrow, but later down in February and early March for the national tournament.
Oh, definitely. Grace has done a good job of making runs at the national tournament, and there's no doubt in my mind that we could see them again later this year.
Alvarez knocks down both free throws. We've already seen them in the third place consolation game in the national tournament, and nearly another steal. Do we come up with it? We do. No, we don't. Yes, we do. Give Alvarez 9 steals, and that ball dribbles off her foot, but I believe No, he did not call a timeout. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. Alvarez picks up her 9th steal in the game. One more, I believe that's a triple-double. I might be wrong on that statistic.
It's very close. She may have already hit it. I'll be interested to look at the stats after the game.
If so, congratulations to her, because she'll be not just the first person to ever get the triple-double in school history, but she'll be the first person to get 2 triple-doubles in school history, not just by rebounds and assists, but also blocks. McElhaney drives, a lot of room to operate, go up strong. That's a rejection by Reese. She swallows that one up. That's her second block of the game. Reese takes it the other direction and throws that one away. A lot of contact on that shot attempt there by McElhaney. Luckily, we get an opportunity to possess the ball and live another day. McElhaney comes into the game for Menser, as the Eagles are down by 2 with 2 minutes and 54 seconds left. What a dogfight we're able to see, but Brittany, we play this team tomorrow. That's kind of funny.
That honestly makes me a little nervous for tomorrow. It's a short turnaround time, and will the teams make the needed adjustments before tomorrow's game?
Cindy McElhaney exploits the mismatch, and she knocks up the game at 61. Eagles making a strong comeback. Here's Emily Leiby with the ball, dribbling it out with 2 minutes and 24 seconds left. Guarded by Leah Phelps. Shows her armbar, and McElhaney with the steal. McElhaney in transition. She stops on a dime, finds Alvarez, cutting to the basket. She'll head to the free throw line. Let's see that one again. Beautiful diving to the basket. Alvarez acting like a trail man. It seemed like she was out of the play. Drives to the basket hard. Now she's back at the free throw line to convert on 2 free throws.
If you go back and look at it, you'll actually watch Sandy. She realizes Lauren is coming down and pauses just enough instead of taking that ball to the basket herself.
Alvarez, in one of the most clutch moments in this game, knocks down the first free throw. All of her points thus far in this quarter have been at the charity stripe. Another attempt is up, and it's good.
If there's anybody on our team you want on the free throw line in the fourth quarter, it's Lauren Alvarez. She'll knock those shots down in pressure situations.
The Eagles get their first lead of this fourth quarter. Nearly throws that one away. And Alvarez gets in the passing lane. Can you count that as a steal, Brittany, or is that just a deflection?
No, it's just a deflection. She has to maintain possession in order for it to count as a steal.
Lauren Alvarez reminds me of a 2K player that I made when I was in the 8th grade, practically doing everything. Leiby drives, uses the glass for safety, and she scores. They have her 7 points thus far in this matchup. She averages 16 points per game. Dribble handoff to Wolford. Menser thought about a shot, drives instead, finds Wolford. She drives hard to the cup, and she's fouled on the play.
That's a great take by Jenna. The lane's been pretty open, and so she saw that, went ahead for that drive, and was able to draw the contact. Now she just needs to knock down these free throws.
Wolford, she's not in the high-scoring category in this game, but she's really phenomenal at doing the little things as she knocks down the first free throw.
Yes, she is. And the thing with Jenna is she can have a big scoring night on any given night. She will put up the points when she needs to.
Jenna Wolford misses do-it-all from Mansville, Ohio. She knocks down the second attempt. Now the Tigers are off to the races. Leiby, she dribbles the ball out with 1 minute and 35 seconds left. George back to Leiby. Inside to Hook. Hook, double team, drives inside. She knocks this game back up at 65.
You know, that was just a great job by Hook to realize a bit of a mismatch there with Kristen guarding her. Not just the height, but maybe a little bit of the speed, and took her straight to the basket.
Hook with 11 points in this half. Alvarez drives. Alvarez gets the lucky roll, the full. Her first field goal of the half. My apologies, the quarter. Tatum drives. Tatum loses it. And it's a toss-up. Tatum, she protects the ball with her feet. I believe that's a jump ball, and the Eagles win that one. provides an opportunity for a dagger moment.
That's actually a very critical possession right there. You always hope those jump ball situations fall to where you're going to get the ball at the right time, and it happened to be that way for the Lady Eagles right now.
67-65 with under a minute left to go in this matchup. Alvarez with the inbound. And the Eagles with the opportunity in 30 seconds to put this game out of reach.
Okay, at this point, if I'm the Lady Eagles, I want to take up as much time as I can on the shot clock, but I still want to provide myself enough time to get a solid look, a solid shot to where I can get more points up.
McElhaney with the bigger defender on her, dishes it down to Wolford. And the possession will stay northbound with the Eagles. Head coach Jared Sellers in his 11th season, my apologies, with the Eagles, called the 30-second timeout. We're going to stay right here. 30 seconds left in the game, 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Although we do score, the Tigers do have another opportunity. What are you expecting them to do in this next possession for them?
I'm not sure. I do know Coach Sellers right now knows 8 seconds. He knows how critical this possession is. He's drawing up a play to, honestly, it could go to any of our players.
Here's what I'm thinking what's going to happen right here. I think the Eagles need to score because this is a 2-point deficit. So if we miss, it sets up Grace Tigers to either tie or win the game. So we need to get a bucket here. But if we do miss, if we get an opportunity to get the rebound, we have an opportunity to hold on to the ball game.
Definitely. Here's the thing, though. You want to be aggressive on that offensive rebound right now, but at the same time, you don't want to give Grace free buckets, free chances.
McElhaney blows the layup. Here's Wilkes with 25 seconds left on the shot clock. And Phelps gets in the driving lane. Possession for the Eagles. Phenomenal defense by the junior guard from Louisville, Texas.
You want to talk about a player stepping up in the right time. Leah may not have had a great offensive game, but she just played defense and did exactly what she needed to in the right moment.
Tough foul distributed there by the Tigers. And I believe that's a flagrant foul. My apologies. Center official put the X up in the air, put McElhaney back on the line. Who's going to be on the free throw line? None other than our MVP, our Mrs. Do-It-All, Lauren Alvarez.
Like I've said before, if you're going to have somebody at the line, this is who you want.
First attempt is up, and it is money. What a weekend of basketball provided here by Pensacola Christian College. And also, man, we have another game tomorrow against Grace as Lauren Alvarez knocks down another one. My apologies to the fans in the building. I believe I'm talking a little louder than I expected, but 14.4 seconds left to go in the game. 69-45. And head coach Jared Sellers calls up another timeout to draw up a play to allow us to have possession of the ball.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing right now. He's going to try to make sure the ball gets into the right hands. The right person is on the free throw line. And we'll just see what happens.
Man, what a night of basketball we've been able to witness. My apologies to the people in the fans. Sometimes I don't really realize how loud I actually talk because the sound comes back through the headphones, so you can't really hear the outside noise beside you. And you understand, Brittany, too, because it's almost like you're talking to yourself, you know?
Yes, I do understand completely, and I will defend you on that one. It is very difficult to tell how loud you are talking when you have these headsets on.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because, I saw Coach Sellers just looking at me, and I'm like, oh, hey, and he's just talking about how loud I'm speaking. But anyway, what a matchup so far, and what a back-and-forth matchup between these two phenomenal teams. Grace desperately needs to come up with the steal here in this scenario to give them a little bit of life in this contest. Baseball path to Wolford.
Yep.
Now put her on the line as well. No, it actually won't. The Eagles, they're not in the penalty. Actually, let's see what the officials do say.
So it looks like this would actually make it the 5th, which would mean Jenna goes to the line.
I believe so. It's a little different from the men's game because, as you know, in the men's game, there's 2 halves instead of 4 quarters. So the fouls allotted in each quarter is different. Jenna Wolford, the sophomore from Mansville, Ohio, knocks down the first free throw attempt.
Yeah, so in the guys' game, it's just like high school. Goes by halves for fouls. 7 is bonus, 10 is double bonus, but the girls actually resets each quarter, and once you get to 5 team fouls, it's an automatic double bonus.
Timeout by Coach Ashley Vaughn. We'll step away from a moment ourselves. Welcome back, Eagle fans from all over, from a trifecta here in the Nest. 71-65 is the score. My apologies. The Eagles are on top. And Brittany, what a matchup we've been able to witness.
This has definitely been a great matchup, and what a comeback by our Lady Eagles in the fourth quarter, being down by almost 10 and coming back and being up by 6.
And that will do it, ladies and gentlemen. The Eagles fight back and win it 71-65. I don't know if you realize this, but in the third place game last year, the Eagles won it 71-64. 1 point difference for Grace here. What a matchup, and we'll be back here tomorrow. Brittany, what are your thoughts on this matchup here tonight?
I think we can really owe this win to just the Lady Eagles' aggressive defense and stepping in, and the number of steals the number of steals they have, and then forcing turnovers, even ones that they didn't steal the ball in on Grace's end, were great. Also, shout out to Coach Sellers for his 200th career win as the Lady Eagles basketball coach and as a college coach as well.
What a great afternoon and evening for basketball here tonight. Hi, I'm Alvin Chapman alongside with Brittany Paddock, and we will see you tomorrow, same time, same place, live here from the Nest. Please enjoy some videos provided by our video department. But until then, I'm Alvin Chapman alongside with Brittany Paddock, and we will see you soon.